Alright, hello. Okay, so this is going to be the first video for the channel. It's just going to be an overview of what's to come and why I haven't posted anything on here yet, because I made it a little bit ago. But it's mainly going to be mystery tackle box reviews for whether I use the bait or not. Probably a box opening and what I could possibly use it for. Not super knowledgeable about fishing stuff, but I'm trying to get it going so that I can actually become more knowledgeable and maybe put out tips in the future. Because I do have maybe a couple of tips, but they're pretty much stuff that people already know, but maybe they just, maybe they're looking for videos and mine happens to be the one that they click on and they don't, And then I'm going to do, I recently subscribed today actually to a Lucky Tackle Box, so we'll see how that goes. I've heard they're pretty good compared to Mystery Tackle Box because they don't give sampler packs. But sampler packs are perfectly fine too, because all you're really trying to do with these is test out products. So sampler pack is fine. You still get your money's worth. My next tackle box for January will be a pro. I just upgraded for every month from now on to be pro. And if they're not as good as people say, then I'll probably downgrade back to the regular box. But once I move, going through a process of moving in the next 6 months or so. Once I move to either Michigan or Florida, I'll start using them so I can actually do MTB slams or, LTB slams. I probably do them both in the same day, post them different, or the same video. Who knows? But yeah, and then it'll be reviews of new gear that I ever get, gear I do have. So next video is gonna go up. Probably gonna be a little string of videos at first just to get them up. It's gonna be reviews of the past 3 months of tackle box, MTB boxes that I've gotten. Starting in October, as you saw in that box. Then I got Christmas stuff that I got and other junk. So yeah, that's pretty much it for videos that are to come. If I use them up in Alaska, the only thing you can really catch there is trout and northern pike. Got a couple kind of nice northern pike. About 28 inches is probably my biggest. It's about 2.5 pounds, and they fight like a turd, especially when I'm using a pole that's roughly, well, I wouldn't say 4.5, 5 foot. Got 6 pound test on it. No leader. It's definitely a project to try to get a northern pike in, because if you don't know already, northern pike have pretty big teeth, so when you pick them up, you cannot put your finger in their mouth like it. You can't lip them. You have to grab them behind the head or like underneath the gill plates or something like that, but you cannot lip them. So yeah, there's not really too much more to go. If I get up in Michigan, like I said, definitely start doing slams in the summer, and then probably even try to figure out a way to use different jigs and soft baits for spoons and other stuff like that to see if I can use it ice fishing. If I move down to Florida, there's no limit to what you can do with all these baits: freshwater, brackish, lagoons, bays, ocean, surf. You can go wherever you want. You can go in the mangroves, depending on where you live in Florida. There's lakes down there. There's rivers down there. There's all this stuff. So there's a lot of stuff to come soon. Hopefully I keep my motivation up. There's a lot of stuff going on in life that kind of doesn't really help that. But hopefully I keep my motivation up, because fishing is one of the things that I've never died down on loving. I guess I started picking it up at around like 5 years old, and fishing with my mom that adopted me, my dad, just going to different military bases that we lived on, going fishing, catching catfish, bass, bluegill, sunfish, crappie. Came up in Michigan, used to come up every year, go ice fishing, catch walleye, pike, muskie. Haven't really caught any really big ones yet. We almost had a big one a couple of years ago, but it snapped the line about 30 feet away from the boat, so we didn't really catch it. Probably about 30 pounds or so. Yeah, I'll be out the military soon, so definitely have more free time to make videos. If there's any questions, I know no one is subscribed to this channel yet. If there's any questions, ask them. I'll do my best to answer it. Or if anyone, whenever I'm making videos, wants to, come out and fish, show me a spot, and kind of like One Rod One Reel does, which I'll put his link in the description since I mentioned his name. Since he he does that too. Subscriber will tell him where a lake is at or a pond or something. He'll ask the person, do you want to keep it a secret, or is it okay if I give the location away? So the same thing he does. If you want me to keep it a secret, it's going to stay a secret. If you don't care, or you're like, go ahead and put it out, then I'll put it out. But if it's a really small pond, I'm probably not going to put it out, because then it's going to get overfished for anyone who does eventually watch my videos. So I don't want to risk of like a fish population being pressured that much. I mean, if it's already pressured, that's fine. I just don't want to add to it. But if it's like a bigger area, like a lake or something, or a really big pond, then I'll probably put it out if the person is okay with it. Yeah, that's about it. But I will say, once I get into the permanent living situation where I'm just settled down and done moving, if it's in Florida, I'll probably be fishing Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, maybe a couple states around those ones, like South Carolina or something like that. And so if I do, and you're up there, you're probably going to hear from me or see me or know that I'm coming up there. Once my channel gets bigger, I'll definitely do giveaways, prize stuff, do like little subscriber tournaments like One Rod, One Reel does. And if I come up to vacation from Michigan, then I'll probably go Michigan. That's probably about it. It's around, Lansing, Grand Rapids is not that far away. Those are pretty much the really two areas that I go to in Michigan. So if you're around those areas, or if I retire in Florida, if you're around Florida, then probably be able to fish with me, hook me up with some spots, tell me some tips and tricks that I don't know yet, because like I said, I'm just getting into it, or I'm just seriously starting to dive into fishing like big time. So I'm learning stuff. I use certain ties that I like. Don't know the names of them, but I like to use them. So there's one where the one I like to use personally for most things, for tying on baits, hard baits and hooks, is go through the eye once, loop it around, come back in, have the loop in the two ends in separate hands. You take it, you run the loop through you make a loop by going like this, and then you loop it through twice, and then you pull the loop over the bait, and then cinch it down. Okay, it's Palmer knot? I can't remember. But that's the one I'm using now. I used to use another one, but that one has a higher ratio to line strength, so it breaks closer to the line strength. It's like between 85 and 97% strength. I think it's closer to 97. But that's pretty much what's to come for the channel. I'm definitely more of a laid-back fisherman. I don't talk too much when I fish, but if I'm with someone, then I probably will. And I do fish for a long time when I go fishing. So if someone comes out with me, odds are they're probably going to leave after, or like before I do, even if I come out before they do. Because I think the longest time I've ever fished one time was like 18 hours straight. And that wasn't because I wanted to. It's just literally because I was fishing and I just stayed out there and lost track of time. But yeah, so I'm going to post this one, and then right after this one, do a couple more for the reviews of the mystery tackle box, at least what's inside, not what I've caught with it or how well I used it. And then Christmas gear. I only got 2 poles for Christmas. I only have 2 up here with me, because flying from Alaska to Michigan, it's kind of hard to transport that and 3 weeks worth of stuff and have room for presents. So got fishing gear from Christmas and rods and reels. They were combos, so I don't know, they're kind of cheap, so I just bought them to buy them. And the gear, fishing gear, if it's not in the box, I'm probably not going to know what it is, but I'll show you, describe what I'd probably use it for. That's about it for this. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video, and peace out.